Hi Leo, welcome to your reading. If you're new to the channel, I do timeless readings, which means that whenever you find this video is when you're meant to hear the messages that are within it. And in case you subscribe, I upload my new Leo and Aquarius videos on Friday. The deck that I'm using today is called the Modern Spellcaster's Tarot. And as always, if you guys are interested in getting a personal reading, the link is in the description. So, just so you guys know, as a heads up, I see that the cards will flip over in the deck, right? I see it, however, usually I don't take them unless I see them jump out, kind of like these ones have. Usually I would have put this group that fell out all together back in. However, it felt right today. Go ahead and take that one. And let's go for like one more card, one or two more cards, and then we can get started on your reading. Too many. One or two more cards. Okay. Okay, Leo. So, just as a reminder, if you guys like the reading, feel free to leave a comment or a like. I really like seeing if these readings resonate with you guys. But, like I was saying, your overall energy for this reading is the Ace of Swords, right? And the Ace of Swords is usually a really good card to have, right? Because it talks about new beginnings in clarity. I feel like something is going to happen here that'll make you guys feel a new level of clarity that you really haven't in the past. I feel like your past situation has been very confusing for a whole lot of you. I feel like you put something in and then you sort of get something else out. Like the input and the output doesn't necessarily line up or match. I really am getting the feeling that you guys were very confused in the past and like you thought something would happen, but then when you tried it out, the end result wasn't the same as what had happened in your head, right? And I feel like as a result, this Ace of Swords is going to be a serious sigh of relief for a lot of you guys. I feel like you're going to see so much more clarity and you're going to feel so much better. Things are going to start to make sense, I feel. I'm looking at these cards a little bit and I'm seeing the Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah. A lot of this is starting to make sense. So, this makes total sense. The Knight of Cups is a love offer or an emotional message in general. So that could be a love offer or an apology also. But the fact that it's in reverse tells me that, like I was saying before, I feel like you guys put forth a love offer to someone who you like knew would accept it, and then for some reason like it didn't go over well. And it's so weird because there's the Page of Wands here and then the Knight of Wands. So it makes me feel like you guys doubled down and then it still didn't quite work out. Even though like you know in your heart of hearts that it's like for sure a thing. I feel like I'm reading for a very specific Leo here. Definitely this person is into you. It's just that like maybe they misspoke or the situations around them don't allow them to be in a relationship right now. It's not you and it's not the connection. I'm getting that for sure. So I'm looking at the cards here and the major arcana that I see are the Chariot and the Hierophant, right? So those are the cards of Cancer and the cards of Taurus. So you may be dealing with a Cancer or a Taurus, or maybe they might be prevalent in your life, or maybe there's some of those placements in the people's charts. And then I'm also seeing the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Sorry, the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is fiery energy. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Leo such as yourselves. And then there's also the King of Pentacles, which is earth energy, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Reminder, you have the Taurus card here in the Hierophant. And then like the last thing I want to talk about in relation to the numbers is the fact that you have the Page, the Knight, and the Queen of Wands. So you're going from 11 to 12 to 13. And I feel like as a result, you have this sort of sense of progression. I feel like you guys are very much have this sense of things are moving along, or at least you want things to move along. I think what happens is like you guys see it so clearly in your head that this is going to move along, and I think that it is, but this Page of Wands is in reverse, and I feel like that's a snag in the road almost. It's like you're driving down like a flat highway, and you can see your destination, and you're so close, and then your tire pops. So now here you are in the middle of the desert, in the middle of the road with a pop tire, and you can't get to where you're going, right? Even though you can see it from right there. So like you're waiting on the spare tire or whatever, or the ride or whatever. So you're going to get there, but it's just like, it's very kind of frustrating that you have to wait. Very frustrating that things aren't going quite the way you expected them to. But I definitely see this Chariot card. And the Chariot card to me tells me that there's some kind of a movement. I feel like maybe this person that wasn't exactly receptive to your love offer or your apology in the moment wasn't necessarily in the right state of mind or in the right place, but now with this Chariot card, they're sort of moving away from that, and they're sort of becoming to be in a better place for that kind of stuff. Because, you know, we're not always in that kind of mindset. Sometimes other things just come first or are difficult or whatever, and it's just hard, right? But with this Page of Wands, I feel like if you consist, because you have the Hierophant right next, or right underneath the Page of Wands. To me, the Hierophant talks about traditions, and I think that, you know, traditions might be a big part of this. And I feel like the fact that the Wands is in reverse, it almost feels like there's a want to go against the grain in terms of tradition a little bit. This might be primarily a sexual encounter kind of relationship that you want to turn serious, or it could be that there's pressure from families to like commit or engage. It could be that there's, like I said, a Taurus involved earlier, and it could be that like there's this element, because I'm looking at the this Hierophant card, and there's what looks like an angel and a devil, right? I know for a fact that the red guy's the devil. I don't know if the green woman is supposed to sort of symbolize an angel, but the lash is on the Hierophant's right side, where this green person is. And then the book, that's the holy text, is on the right side, or rather the left side where the devil is. So it almost feels like you're getting mixed signals or confused communication. But I'm getting not to worry about that, because you have this Ace of Swords and this Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is new beginnings in love. That's phenomenal. Ace of Swords, clarity. Also great. And I feel like combining those two things is just amazing. You're going to see so much more impact in your love life. And I feel like with this King of Pentacles, you're going to see a lot more stability in your situation, because I feel like in the past, you weren't exactly quite sure where you stood. You know, I feel like very confusing energy here. Like the fact that you were confused. It's like that Weird Al Yankovic song, where I think it's called Everything You Know Is Wrong. And he's like, up is down, down is up, left is right, right is left, or whatever. And it's like, you know, the name of the song, Everything You Know Is Wrong. I feel like whoever you're dealing with right now is like no one you've ever met before. And just, they've got you on your toes. And I'm not getting that you exactly hate it. But, you know, that puts a damper on communication. But I think that you're really getting a sort of sense and a handle for how they communicate and how they are with this Ace of Swords. And then lastly, I see this Queen of Wands and this Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. So definitely consider who you are in this energy. You know, do you embody the more masculine or the more feminine sort of counterpart? You know, I'm not necessarily reading for genders or like energy, more energies, but whatever it is, whoever you consider yourself in the relationship, there's movement, either coming towards you or from you. You know, like I was saying earlier, sometimes there's like this sense to defy against traditions or like gender roles here, I feel. So like if you're the girl in the situation, and I hate to say that, but like traditionally that's what would happen. The guy would go up to the girl and sort of ask to date or ask for commitment or whatever. But if that doesn't work for you, then do whatever you need. Do whatever you want, honestly, because the Hierophant to me feels like the counterpart to the High Priestess, and the High Priestess to me feels like using your intuition. And the Hierophant, you should also be using your intuition. Just do whatever you think you need to do. If you need to move, if you need to be this Knight of Wands, this Knight of Cups, this Chariot, like, do it. And I feel like the last card here is this Three of Swords. It's very interesting. Because, like, if this is your reading proper, feels like the Three of Swords is, like, way over here. And, like, way in the background. And it's almost, like, not even there. So I feel like maybe this person makes you forget about your Three of Swords energy. Maybe, like I was saying, like, you have this and it's just gone. But, like, I feel like this is just something that's, like, in the back of your head always. I feel like you've been really hurt by someone in the past. And, you know, my condolences. Don't treat everyone like they're the same person, though, because sometimes people are different. And, like, that's a lot easier said than done, obviously. And I feel like when I said that, a lot of you guys even laughed. But I feel like you know, to some degree, with this Hierophant card, you know kind of what you're getting yourself into. And I think that you guys, I trust that you guys will make the right decisions. I trust that you guys know, and I trust that you guys are capable of really being happy with someone. But that was your reading for this time around, Leo. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like or a comment. It really helps out the channel, and I personally really love to know if these readings resonate with you guys. But like I said before, I upload my new Leo videos on Fridays. But in the meantime, you guys are more than welcome to watch any of my other timeless readings. And with that being said, I hope to see you guys next time for your next reading.